Have you ever wondered how much the Tesla stock price will be by the end of the decade? Even experts have varying opinions on the path Tesla will take in the coming years. Some believe Tesla is well on its path to greatness, while others believe that Tesla has started to take a beaten path. You surely would not want to miss this one. Although the market for fully electric vehicles is continuously growing, Tesla has already taken a unique approach to establishing itself in the market. Instead of trying to build a relatively affordable car that it could mass produce and market, it took the opposite approach, focusing instead on creating a compelling car that would create a demand for electric vehicles. Tesla CEO Elon Musk launched the company with the mission to accelerate the advent of sustainable transport by bringing compelling mass-market electric vehicles to market as soon as possible. Before we go on, Moomoo developed a new function, the industrial chain. Suppose you want to find out the stocks that have the potential to fluctuate in the upcoming days or months. The industrial chain will help you a lot. It provides a detailed picture of the trending industries, such as semiconductors and EVs. You can quickly find stocks either upstream or downstream, which helps you focus on target segments of an industry more quickly. Also, as segments are related to industries, you could predict price fluctuations faster without reading many research reports to determine the relationships within one industry. Link in description. Looking into the future, a lot of experts have been sharing their valuations for Tesla stock in the next few years. While some have quite great expectations for the EV company's stocks, others are playing it safe by giving conservative predictions. Most base their opinions mostly on the revenues and how it will pan out for the company from here on. One YouTube content creator formulated quite a detailed prediction for Tesla stock in the coming years. In terms of vehicle delivery, he predicts around 1.4 million deliveries for 2022. He added that it may be less than that due to the shutdown of the Shanghai factory, but he explained that it will be at least near that number. In 2023, when there is no unforeseen problem like the hitch in production in the Shanghai factory, he believes that Tesla will be able to deliver around 2.2 million vehicles, which signifies a monstrous growth of 60%. In 2024, he expects 50% growth on top of that and will deliver 3.3 million vehicles. He expects yet another 50% growth in 2025 with over 5 million vehicles delivered. By 2026, he expects a slowdown in growth to only 40%, but expects delivery of more than 7 million vehicles. In 2027, he expects growth to be still at 40%, but deliveries will be almost 9.9 million. Still, with 40% growth in 2028, he expects a massive vehicle delivery of 14 million. In 2029, he expects a slower growth at 30%, but with 18 million vehicles delivered. He explained that it is because the bigger the number, the harder it gets to maintain that high percentage advantage of growth. By 2030, he expects Tesla to deliver 20 million vehicles, exactly their goal at 20% to 30% growth. The price-earnings ratio, also known as the PE ratio or PE, is the ratio of a company's share price to the company's earnings per share. This plays a big role in stock price predictions over the years. Note that the base price in the following predictions is Tesla's stock price post-stock split. This is still based on the aforementioned detailed prediction from a content creator. According to him, the PE in 2022 is 100, which he believes is where we are at now. He also believes that Q3 and Q4 will bring monstrous results. More than that, he is optimistic that by Q4, this recession will be a whole lot easier to manage. I believe what's going to happen is that interest pitch will start to go down on the decline because we are going to be in a light recession. It's not going to be a heavy one, he said. Given a 100 PE, Tesla's stock price will be $438 per share with a market cap of almost $1.4 trillion. By 2023, he predicts a PE of 75, which equates to a stock price of $727 per share with a market cap of $2 trillion. 2 years from now, in 2024, he expects PE to be 70, which makes the stock price $970 per share with a market cap of almost $3.2 trillion. In 2025, he sees the PE at 65, which makes the stock price almost $1,500 per share with a market cap of almost $5 trillion. In 2026, he predicts a PE of 60, which equates to a stock price of more than $2,200 per share with a market cap of $7.5 trillion. By 2027, he predicts the PE to be 55, which makes the stock price almost $3,000 per share with a market cap of more than $10 trillion. In 2028, he predicts a PE of 50, which equates to a stock price of almost $4,000 per share with a market cap of $14 trillion. And if that is not massive enough, he predicts a market cap of over $15.5 trillion due to a 40 PE, which makes the stock price worth $4,311 per share. By the end of the decade, in 2030, he assumes a PE of around 40 to 45, which makes the stock price $4,442 per share and a market cap of over $16 trillion. At this point, some may say that these numbers are pretty unrealistic, especially since the US GDP right now is $21 to $22 trillion, and perhaps by 2030 it will be $30 trillion. To explain, although Tesla is a US company, it is also considered an international company since they have gigafactories in Shanghai and Berlin, not to mention the US. There are talks of more factories in Indonesia, Brazil, and the UK. Because of that, a $16 trillion market cap is possible for Tesla, but it will be split among the respective countries. That said, assuming 20 to 30% will be allocated in the US, then the US will benefit 30% of the $16 trillion. And if, in turn, another 30% is for China, then another 30% of the $16 trillion will be allotted to China, and the process continues and so forth. Of course, even experts have varying viewpoints when it comes to Tesla's stock price prediction in the coming years. According to experts, Tesla stock could reach $1,200 in 2022 if it grows by 35% over the year. That's the average growth estimate from a group of more than 30 analysts, but it should be noted that not everyone agrees. One of the most bearish predictions comes from JP Morgan's team of analysts, who set their December 2022 target at $250. The same 35% growth estimate would have Tesla at around $1,600 by 2023. Some forecasts are even more bullish, predicting annual growth of 70%, which would see the price at $2,600 by the end of 2023. Most longer-term Tesla stock forecasts have the stock price between $1,000 and $5,000. You should note that predictions beyond the next couple of years are more speculative, but it is possible to estimate the size of the electric vehicle market and price Tesla accordingly. Go to Moomoo to see exactly how Tesla stock will perform. Link in bio. For the first quarter of 2022, Tesla reported earnings that trumped analysts' expectations, with revenue coming in at $18.76 billion compared to a predicted figure of $17.8 billion. And Musk remains optimistic that this success will continue throughout the rest of the year, stating that it seems likely that Tesla will be able to produce 1.5 million cars in 2022. Tesla's Cybertruck is also set to go into production next year, but with a unique and attention-grabbing exterior shell for ultimate durability and passenger protection. According to Tesla investor Gary Black, Tesla's market capitalization may well reach a mind-boggling $4 trillion in the coming years, as he predicts that global electric vehicle penetration will hit 60% by 2030. To break this figure down, Black estimates that Tesla will have an EV share of 20%, and with worldwide vehicle sales at 85 million units, Tesla would be delivering approximately 10 million cars per year. Black predicts that these deliveries, plus service sales related to Tesla's existing fleet of vehicles, would bring in around $140 billion for the EV company, or approximately $100 per share. Black then puts a 30 price-to-earnings multiple to earnings of $100 per share, giving a $3,000 price target. With 1.4 billion shares remaining, Tesla's market capitalization would be upwards of $4 trillion, indeed suggesting that Tesla will be able to maintain its momentum as one of the world's most successful electric vehicle companies in the years and even decades to come. Experts believe that Tesla has been so successful not only because it showed that electric cars were viable, but also made them desirable. Tesla has reinvented the designing, building, and selling of cars. Where most of the industry buys components from many suppliers, Tesla has built up its own supply chain. It has custom-built its own electric engines, battery packs, and self-driving tech, even its own glass. It also doesn't advertise or use a dealer network. More than that, Musk's ambition isn't centered around just selling cars. He wants to bring about a global transition to clean energy. That goal is what propels Tesla CEO Elon Musk to diligently work on bringing Tesla to success. Subscribe to this channel and you can expect more of this content.